Cory Brada here, StoryCounty.News, live at the Iowa State Fair. First day of the fair here on August 11th. We know the fair runs through the 21st, which is a week from Sunday. Plenty of festivities going on, and I was just talking to our camera guy, our producer, John, and this has been an impressive opening day. We just got here a few minutes ago, but a lot of people here for a Thursday. A lot of people have made arrangements to be here, and I'm typical. I'll be the first person to admit I'm not usually here on the first day of the fair, but an impressive showing already here. Just a little over midway through the day's festivities. Want to let everybody know we will be giving away tickets to the Iowa State Fair. General admission tickets to get in the gates here at the Iowa State Fair. We'll be giving away pairs of tickets today, right here during these live streams. If you've not already done so, here's how you can enter that contest. First of all, find our Facebook page. If you're watching this video, you probably already have done that. Find the Facebook page. Be sure to like and follow the Facebook page. And then on the post that you see that's at the top of the feed, on our pinned post, be sure to enter your favorite Iowa State Fair food. 3 steps to do there, folks. Like, follow the page, and then number 3, and maybe the most important thing, be sure to comment on the pinned contest post at the top of our Facebook page, StoryCounty.News on Facebook. Comment your favorite Iowa State Fair food. That's all there is to it. You'll be entered to win a pair of tickets. We're giving away several pairs of tickets. Now, when you win, we'll announce your name live on the air, and we need to be able to hear back from you by the end of the day. So we're going to be reaching out to you, of course, through Facebook. If you don't hear from us, certainly reach out to us through Facebook, through Messenger. But we will be contacting you in the event that you win. Want to let everybody know, plenty of new foods on the docket. We'll run through some of those in a stream here in a little bit. But I do want to let people know we'll have our first giveaway sometime in the next half hour, so be sure you have notifications turned on for our StoryCounty.News Facebook page. That way you know when we go live. That way you know if and when your name is announced. This evening at the grandstand here just to my right is Skillet. He'll be, I shouldn't say he, Skillet, the band, will be performing this evening inside the grandstand. Also, some good free entertainment on the docket for this evening, including Jason Brown at the Mid-American Energy stage. We'll have Liliac at the Ann and Bill Riley stage. And also at 8 p.m., Ian Munsick at the Susan Knapp Amphitheater, and Cha will be over at Jalapeno Pete. So plenty of great entertainment this evening. And until then, you can enjoy lemonade, mini donuts, of course the State Fair cookies, whatever the case may be, whatever you enjoy. It's a beautiful day here in the 80s, but we were just talking about this too before we went on the air. It's not real humid, at least to me it's not. The sun's out, but we've got some clouds, so you kind of get a break here and there from the heat. So a beautiful day here. Get down to the Iowa State Fair and stick right here to our Facebook page, StoryCounty.News on Facebook. Your first chance to win a pair of tickets in the next half hour, so be sure to check out our Facebook page, follow those 3 steps, like, follow the Facebook page, comment your favorite food on the pinned contest post at the top of our feed, StoryCounty.News on Facebook. For StoryCounty.News, I'm Cory Brada. We will be back with you shortly. StoryCounty.News, Cory Brada here. We're live, of course, as we battle out here with the thousands of people. We dealt with some technological issues, so bear with us as we continue to do our best to give people clean streams, live streams, as we're giving away tickets to the Iowa State Fair. And I've got a longtime visitor of the fair, Glenn Pollock, is here. And Glenn, you were telling me before we went on the air that you grew up in the state of Iowa, right, for at least a period of time. But you're actually from Nebraska. You still make the time to come back over here, talk about your history in the Iowa State Fair.
Well, it said the first time I was here in 1947, my mother brought here at the age of 4, and then of course I missed a few years when I was in the Army, but it's a tradition for me to come back and just enjoy it. It's a phenomenal worldwide known event, and craziness, fun, education, food. It's just, I enjoy the heck out of it. Just a good way to relax.
Let me guess. I'm going to guess you're a turkey leg guy, and no lemonade for you. You like the smoothies.
Well, my doctor says no more sugars, and so it's proteins and
Turkey leg?
no pork chops.
Oh, that was going to be my next guess. I promise. That was going to be my next guess.
Yeah, it's pork chops and maybe some burgers and such. But
Okay.
yeah, but it's so yeah that all the goody stuff is gone now for a while.
That's okay. We should all probably cut back after the state fair. I'll tell you what. Before we get to our drawing, I do want to ask you about a note that you were showing me from 1947.
Yes.
Can you tell our listeners? This goes back to when you were just a wee lad. Can you tell our listeners about this note you've got in your hand?
My parents took me to the fair, and this is just after World War II. You know, the fair had just been back in operation a couple of years, and I promptly got lost. And of course, everybody panicked, and Iowa State Highway Patrolman Trooper found me and retrieved me. That was the day before you write the guy's cell phone numbers on the kids' arms and and such. But so, and my mother recorded that. She did a wonderful job of recording all these things. And so I have this, and I'm going to later on when I see when the troopers come here and they usually have a big display, I'm going to give this to them to show it to them.
Do you care to share a couple lines from that note with our readers, our listeners?
Yeah, indeed. It says right here, it says, Glenn loved the little train, and I still, and there's a little bit of that track still left over behind the stage back there. He's got lost just before we were going home. So the troopers stopped him, and soon found us, and so we returned home from then after he found us. So
from your mother's diary in 1947. That's quite a memento, and you bring it here every year.
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
Well, Glenn, appreciate getting to know you. It's been a pleasure, and you are the epitome of what the Iowa State Fair is all about: loyalty. And it's a beautiful day here on the first day of the fair, and we've got some tickets to give away. We're giving away pairs of tickets to the Iowa State Fair. You can still enter the drawing because we're giving away several more pairs throughout the day, throughout the afternoon, the next hour or two. Without further ado, let's draw our first winner.
And it is Abby, and I can't pronounce her last name.
Abby Modisette. And her favorite food here is the bucket of cookies, which is not a surprise. So Abby Modisette, M-O-D-E-S-E-T-T-E, congratulations, you've won a pair of tickets, general admission tickets to the Iowa State Fair. And certainly check your Facebook messages. We'll send you a request. If you don't hear from us, if you can't find it, definitely reach out to us on Facebook. But again, Abby Modisette, whose favorite food is the bucket of cookies. You like the cookies, Glenn?
Oh, I used to. Sorry, Doc says no longer. But
I tell you, they're getting more expensive, but they're just as good.
I know, but it's just yeah, got to keep up with it, and I want to live another 20 or so years so I can go to more fairs. But
that's absolutely a great reason to abstain while you can. Glenn, appreciate the time, and enjoy the rest of the day at the fair.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. We'll be back shortly with another giveaway. Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News, live here with Landon, who, let's focus in on his shirt here, John. This is what caught my attention. I was walking by here right under the Skywalk. He was heading over to get some root beer, which actually sounds amazing right now. And he's got a Colo Iowa shirt. You see the Casey, we're giving Casey some free advertising for the moment. But Landon, first of all, appreciate you taking the time. He's going to help us draw our next pair of winners for, or I should say our next pair of ticket winners for the Iowa State Fair. But Landon, you're here the very first day. You are from Story County. Tell us, our listeners, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Story County. Love the state fair. Come here every year with my friends and family. So just had to make it down here early this year, and had to get myself some good funnel cake and root beer. So yeah.
Man, funnel cake and root beer, a lot of sugar.
Yep, gotta have it.
But you can deal with it for one period of the year.
Time, yep.
Absolutely. So how long have you been in Story County? You grew up around Colo?
Yep, around Colo, yep.
Okay. What's your favorite food here?
Easily funnel cake for sure, but there's a lot of good food here, so it's hard to list them in rank. So funnel cake for sure, though.
And you are a student at Iowa State.
Yeah.
And so obviously you are familiar. You being a Central Iowa guy, you're familiar with the festivities here. Is there anything in particular that you do every year? Are you an ag guy? Do you like going to concerts? What do you like to do?
Me and my girlfriend over there, we really enjoy going to the animal exhibits and looking at those, and going to the butter cow especially. So that's definitely a favorite for everyone. So
it's weird, like you wouldn't, like, people who aren't from here don't understand it, but like you've seen the butter cow once, it doesn't really matter. Like, you can see it a million times and you're still going to go back the next year to look at it. So without further ado, Landon, we're going to draw our next winner for a pair of tickets to the Iowa State Fair. So without further ado, we'll have Landon do the proceedings, and their winner is
Anita Lamb, pork chops on a stick.
Anita Lamb, and her favorite food is pork chops. You like pork chops, Landon?
I love pork chops. Everyone loves pork from Iowa. You got to.
Say, if you're from Iowa and you don't like pork chops, there might be, unless you're vegan. I understand there are more people going vegan, but again, Anita Lamb, whose favorite food is pork chops on a stick. Be sure to check your Facebook. We'll be commenting. We'll actually be tagging you. You need to reach out to us. I'd initially said that we'll reach out to you, but you need to reach out to us. We'll reply back to your post, your comment on our Facebook page, and we'll get you these tickets to the Iowa State Fair. Landon, appreciate the time. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. You have a good day as well.
All right, for Cory Brada and Landon here at the Iowa State Fair, this is StoryCounty.News. We'll talk to you very soon. Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. We're live here in front of the Giant Slide, which is a longtime feature of the Iowa State Fair. I'm joined by Danielle, who's a longtime visitor of the fair, and she's actually made a long trek up to the fairgrounds this year. Danielle, tell our listeners where you're from and your background with Iowa.
So I'm originally from here. I moved to Alabama, Huntsville, 13 years ago, and we are finally up visiting the fair after being in Alabama again.
So so I might be misinformed. You have not been to the fair since you moved down to Alabama?
Correct, yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, you can tell I told Danielle before we went on the air, she's got a bit of that Alabama accent, which is fine. We welcome her here with open arms, and you grew up in the same small town that I did. What is your favorite feature of the fair? I know this is your first time back. You're here the first day, so what's been your favorite part of the fair experience so far?
Just being able to be back, honestly. I've missed it so much, and just like the atmosphere and being around everybody. But honestly, that slide right there is my favorite.
Perfect. Well, we got the right person for this interview. Have you tried any of the foods? Is there a favorite one? I see you got a lemonade so far.
Best. That's all that I like. Diabetic, I'm kind of little iffy on the fair foods.
It's got to be tough being a diabetic here. I mean, I'm not trying to rain on the parade a little bit, but I mean, I've known a lot of diabetics, and although they do have salad on a stick.
Yes, I stick to the corn dogs and Orjias, though.
Oh, that's probably not in the diabetic diet, but we'll let it pass. We do have a drawing to give away. Before we get to our drawing, I want to thank our sponsor, Ascent Nutrition. They are a great nutrition company. If you've not heard of them, be sure to visit goascentnutrition.com. You can find the link in the description of this video here on Facebook. Great products. We actually partner with From the Hawkeye of the Storm, which is an Iowa Hawkeye platform, and so you can use the code Hawkeyes, that's the code Hawkeyes, at checkout to receive 15% off your total order from Ascent Nutrition. So without further ado, Danielle, could you draw a name out of our box here? The winner of 2 tickets to the Iowa State Fair
is Morgan Amundsen.
That's an Iowa name. Morgan Amundsen, I believe, is how you pronounce it, and she's a big fan of corn dogs, also not in the diabetic menu, which is okay. Morgan Amundsen, check your Facebook. We'll tag you, reply to your comment on our post. Congratulations. We'll get you 2 tickets to the Iowa State Fair. Danielle, appreciate you taking the time, and enjoy the rest of your day here.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Y'all, too.
All right, for Danielle, Roll Tide. We talked about she's a Crimson Tide fan. For Danielle, I'm Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. We'll check in with you soon. Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. We're live here from the Iowa State Fair inside the Varied Industries building, and we caught up with a young man and his uncle who are visiting from Florida, and they're actually working the Varied Industries building. Before we get to the ticket giveaway, we've got one more pair of tickets to give away to the Iowa State Fair. Talk a little bit about what brings you to Iowa, James.
Well, I say I work for Southern Glam Boutique. That's the name of my mom's business. We sell women clothes. Travel to all the state fairs around the East Coast, all around the East Coast and Midwest, and sell these women's clothes.
Southern Glam Boutique, and man, I was telling James, like, we're working out here for a few hours and I'm exhausted. Now we were walking around the grounds.
Yeah, but, too, so.
Well, we caught up walking around, running into each other, and so you're talking 14 days out here by the time you talk setup and close down. So What's your schedule like in the summer with Southern Glam Boutique, who, by the way, is right here in the Varied Industries building? You want to check it out. What's the schedule like for the summertime? Again, you being a Florida guy, I guess you're kind of avoiding the hottest time of the year down there.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Right now, we're just doing the state fairs. In the summertime, we do festivals, strawberry festivals, small, small stuff, small things. Or to this to pick back up, then we'll be on the road for months at a time. But just the smallest festivals other than fairs.
What do you think about the Iowa State Fair? Have you been here before?
First time. It's the first time. This thing is huge. Huge.
So compare it to the other fairs.
Compared to, oh man, they're blowing the other fairs out of the water. And I ain't even walked around on the fairgrounds yet. I've just been around this area and it's blowing them out the water. All the fairs in Florida are small.
Are you going to make it to any of the grandstand acts? There's Skillet tonight. I know, I'm trying to think, Carrie Underwood, Keith Urban, Nelly. There's a lot of pretty big acts.
We done seen Nelly at about 7 fairs this year already. I can say the same group of artists, they travel around they do the same thing we do. They travel around and hit all the fairs. So I hope I'm gonna catch a couple. I'm trying to catch him again. And you say Carrie Underwood? I'm trying to catch her. Too.
Yeah, Carrie Underwood's awesome. All right, this is James's nephew who's enjoying a little Kool-Aid on this hot day. So we're gonna see if we can get Jace to draw a name out of our box here for our next winner. And let's see who he drew here. And our winner is Holly Thompson. Holly Thompson, whose favorite food at the fair is corn dogs. That's a popular one.
Yeah.
Are you a corn dog fan?
Oh, definitely. Especially the ones right here, the foot-ons. Oh, man.
You had the bacon-wrapped corn dogs.
No, I haven't.
I think they still have those. I don't know. They've had the... I should know that. I've got it somewhere in here. We'll have to talk after this interview. But the bacon wrapped corn dogs, they used to have a little cup of bacon bits with syrup, and you dip it in the bacon bits.
Oh man,
that stuff was good.
Sounds good.
But the corn dogs are awesome. So I'm sure you guys get a lot of those at the different state fairs.
Yeah, most definitely.
We just interviewed.
Thanks.
Oh, it is, and they're good. I mean,
good. Yeah,
we just interviewed someone who is a diabetic. And I'm like, how do you survive at the state fair being a diabetic? I mean, I real compassion.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be hard. It's tough.
A lot of salad on a stick.
That's it, for real. That sucks, man, because so much good food out here. It's so tempting to eat it, too.
You drop a lot of money, but hey, It's one time a year. For you guys, it's much more than one time a year. James and Jace, appreciate the time and best wishes. Again, put a plug in for your little stand here.
Southern Glam Boutique. We travel to all the fairs, so check us out. We'll be at the fair coming to you soon.
Women's clothing, Southern Glam Boutique. Make it down here. And Holly Thompson, we're going to reply back to your post on our Facebook page. Respond to that, DM us, direct message us through Facebook so you can claim your 2 tickets. Appreciate everybody being here. We'll be back one more time before the end of the day. We do want to thank our sponsor, Ascent Nutrition. Ascent Nutrition doing great work in the area of health. If you want 15% off your total order from Ascent Nutrition, go to goascentnutrition.com. That's www.goascentnutrition.com. They've got algae oil, DHA, pine pollen, organic coffee that's mold and mycotoxin free. Great products. Check them out. Goascentnutrition.com. Use the code Hawkeyes because we are partnered with an Iowa Hawkeye platform. Sorry, Cyclone fans. We are partnered with a Hawkeye platform. Use the code Hawkeyes at checkout for 15% off, and we will talk to you soon. Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. I want to thank Ascent Nutrition, our sponsor, for being with us throughout the day. GoAscentNutrition.com. Check out their wonderful products in the field of health. Use the code Hawkeyes at checkout. That's Hawkeyes at checkout. He is a owner of Ascent Nutrition, is a former Iowa graduate, so that's why there's a Hawkeyes promo. You get 15% off. Even if you're a Cyclone fan in Story County, you can use the code Hawkeyes to receive 15% off, and you again visit www.goascentnutrition.com. Want to thank everybody who's helped make this possible. John, our producer, myself. I'm thanking myself, I guess, John. But in all seriousness, appreciate everybody being so accommodating here at the Iowa State Fair. And this is just the beginning, folks. If you haven't made it out, this is just day one. We're running for 11 days here at the Iowa State Fair through a week from Sunday. So the 11th through the 21st, great stuff at the grandstand, free entertainment, food, ag, all kinds of great stuff, vendors galore, and congratulations to all four of our winners today on this very network. All 4 of our winners of our ticket packages to the Iowa State Fair. And of course, we plan on doing this again. If everything goes as planned, we plan on doing this again next year. So appreciate everybody being with us throughout the afternoon during our live streams and for participating in our contest. And we'll talk to you soon. Cory Brada, StoryCounty.News. If you don't hear from us, certainly reach out to us through Facebook, through Messenger. But we will be contacting you in the event that you win. Want to let everybody know, plenty of new foods on the docket. We'll run through some of those in a stream here in a little bit. But I do want to let people know we'll have our first giveaway.